Here's that package. That's difficult. You got the double mark backers on it. I think it's worth the challenge to Kevin Stefanski in his career. Earlier, the previous play, a touchback. If you challenge like England and was under review. I like it. I really like it a lot. Now, I will say this. What Gene showed us and what we just saw, Brad Freeman, the back judge. Cooper with a great get off. It's going to be a hold on 71 Simmons, who's actually played a pretty good game. They're deciding, do you want to take the penalty or not? Coach, do you want to take it, Sean? Where is it? It's going to be right here. Gene is saying, at any point, if he's touching the football and the toe is touching the goal line, it's a touchback. What you see right there, perfect vantage point. That is extremely hard to see. Now let it go farther. Go ahead and clear it right there. Let's go to the triple box right now as they sort out the punt situation in Cleveland. Bottom of the screen, Patrick Mahomes needing a field goal to tie it up. Touchdown to take the lead. It is 3rd and 9. The late great Kenny Beasley will rush for him. Our thoughts and prayers to him and his family as he passed away just 2 days ago. The Hall of Famer for the Seattle Seahawks. And the Rams with the football and the lead, needing a few first downs to make the Seahawks burn their timeouts and stay home with a big lead. They'll call their first timeout at
2 We've got more F1 World action for you today, so welcome along, ladies and gentlemen, and pick your favourite driver to follow. One lap of Imola, anti-clockwise of course, unlike most Formula One circuits, will take our drivers round 3.1 miles of track, 19 turns, 9 right-handers and 10 to the left. Drivers will need to be precise at the hairpin at turn 7, given the subsequent uphill section. Without a good exit from that corner, they'll lose a lot of time on that stretch. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Yuki Tsunoda lines up on pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Norris, Leclerc, Andrea Kimi Antonelli and Verstappen, Piastri, Russell, Albon and Liam Lawson, Stroll, Hadjar, Carlos Sainz and Fernando Alonso, Jackson, Colapinto, Ollie Behrman and Nico Hülkenberg. Today's F1 World Challenger, Ocon, Gasly and Gabriel Bortoleto rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track. Anthony Davidson, here's a question for one of our drivers on the grid who seem to be operating at a lower level than some of the other drivers here. Is this too much of a challenge for them?
Well, I always liked having a car where you could really knuckle down and try and do things in that piece of equipment that people weren't expecting. And I think that's the part that you have to look at and use that as a positive thing. People aren't expecting you to perform, so now's the chance to get out there and raise a few eyebrows.
Imola. What's up, guys?
DRS now enables. DRS enabled. Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push. Nice move, good job. Okay, well done. That's 3 clean laps in a row. Beautiful stuff. Keep it going. We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time. Tyre condition still looking good. Hey, well done on keeping it nice and clean out there. Good stuff. You know what they say? Consistency's half the battle, isn't it? Okay, we're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can. Yellow flag.
Yellow flag.
Okay, be aware there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags.
Oh, right here. Hamilton's out.
Green flag. I've got some information on Hamilton for you. Right, they've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring. Okay, pit in this lap and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach.
All these fools pitting, we'll pit next round.
Okay, gap to the car ahead, 2.1 seconds.
Box this lap.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
Big mistake.
Aiden's in the pits. Aiden in the pits.
Who knows where we're ending up now? We had that whole 360.
Okay, go, go, go! That was a fantastic stop. Faster than we were expecting.
Here they come. Can we stay top 10?
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track. If you think you can get past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do. Brilliant, nice move, keep going. You're in the top 10 now, keep it up. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 8.2 seconds. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Okay, clear. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 2.1 seconds. Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place. Final lap, final lap. Push, push. We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap.
Not too shabby.
So the
not too
racing was
shabby.
clean, but we've
Not
got to get
too
better. We've got to
shabby.
hit our target. There's room
What's
for
up, guys?
improvement.
What's up? What's up? Aliyah, ¿qué onda, Lee?
And here he comes. It's all go, go, go for Lando Norris as he takes the checkered flag and wins.
It was a joy to watch today, honestly, because the driver was clearly able to read the conditions well on track, to use the information properly from the team, and usually come up with the right solution at the right time.
I
It's
still
what
haven't
they've
set
all
up
been
my.
racing towards, waiting for them. High above the pit lane is our podium.
That sounds
And
for
for
my
the lucky
emojis and
three,
all that stuff.
it's time to stand on it. He holds the trophy aloft, and why shouldn't? It's been a thrilling day of F1 world action, but there are more.
Vamos a ver. Se mira bien mi wheel. %, Grand Prix wet weather. Jesus. Oh.
We've got more F1 world action for you
Okay.
today. Welcome
I
along,
hadn't seen your
everybody,
text.
as we look down at our
Yeah,
grid.
sure.
Who's your driver to follow?
Cool. Oh, I didn't even see your phone
The
call.
Hungaro ring, it's like Monaco
streaming.
without the boats. Although the boats
Can
today
just
could
come in
come
here.
in very handy. 14
me.
corners, 6 to the left and 8 to the right, and some very tricky corners to deal with. These rainy conditions out there aren't going to... It's not where you start, it's where you finish. Our F1 World drivers have had many ups and downs as they progress to this moment in their F1 World.
We're in Hungary. Rainy weather. What's up with that dude? Wow. See this replay. I didn't get to rewind it. Yeah, that was weird. What's everyone doing? Nah, fuck this race. It's crazy. Expert. ¿Qué onda, Kunji? Remember this?
What is this guy doing?
This is actually now turning into an advantage for Sonny Hayes.
And he's just made it in time. Watch out for his start.
Five lights ahead of the drivers. It's lights out and away we go. Here comes Sonny Hayes, ladies and gentlemen, using those warm tyres to carve his way through the back of the field.
Primary objective, catch up to stroke before lap 6.
Okay, that's a great start, Sonny. Let's push. Okay, DRS is now available.
Got him.
Lost the rears, box.
Copy for the plan B, box.
And here comes Sonny Hayes for a fresh set of tyres. He'll be hoping these will help him hold on to his current position of P15.
The front jack has not worked properly.
You're kidding
This
me.
is causing absolute pandemonium in the Apex GP pit lane. Whatever could go wrong is going wrong for this team. And coming out of the pits, Hayes just ahead of his teammates as Pierce and Hayes go battling it out here at Silverstone.
Coming for you, old man.
Objective.
Okay,
Catch
keep
up
it
to
clean
Sonny
now, Joshua.
Before lap 8. Where's Sonny at?
Okay, Sonny is directly ahead of you, and the gap is just 1 second now. Okay, the gap is less than a second.
It's close! They make contact! Both Apex GP cars into the gravel! And Pierce hits the barrier!
Oh, no! This is mad! The cardinal sin of motor racing. A double DNF. Just when it couldn't get any worse for the black and gold.
That's a tough one, man.
Damn. Stupid Sonny. Italian Grand Prix several weeks later.
Pierce looks to be in a great position to finish in the top 10, and maybe even a run to the podium.
But there's still a long way to go in this race, and with rain potentially forecast, anything can happen.
Okay, Sonny, let's just start to put some pressure on those ahead of us.
Copy that.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button.
Yikes. Won't happen again, FIA.
Five minutes until rainfall expected. 5 minutes until rain.
comes
Just
the rain.
7 laps to go, and here comes the rain.
Let's see who plays it safe with a switch to the intermediate tyre and who might gamble to stay out on slicks.
It's getting tricky out here, guys. What's the plan?
You're running P4. We think P2 and P3 are switching to winters for safety, and it looks like P1 is staying out. What do you want to do?
What's Sonny gonna do?
Take a wild guess.
I'm staying out.
Copy that.
Of course. Damn, it's gonna be tricky.
Okay, Joshua, let's push. You're now P4. P4. You're catching the car ahead by a couple of seconds a lap now. Really good. Nice move, good job. Okay, information on Verstappen. The gap's 5 seconds now. There are 4 seconds between you.
I see you, Max.
Okay, information on Verstappen, and that's a 2-second gap now. You're putting good distance between yourself and the car behind. Just 1 second separates you. Okay, information on Verstappen. Okay, the gap is less than a second.
Let's go.
Tell JP to wait for the straight into turn 1. Be patient. Straight at turn 1.
Copy. Joshua, Sonny says wait for the straight into turn 1.
I'm right there. I've got him.
Pierce is right on the gearbox of Verstappen down the back straight at over 200 miles an hour.
See an opening. Going for it.
The rookie attacks in 11.
No.
Pierce pulls alongside the Red Bull. His wheels ahead for the first time ever. Apex GP. Oh no!
Damn.
And that's Hayes in the upgraded Apex. Now, the team were penalised back to last place after Monza, but here he is, coming from the cellar, passing his new teammate, Luca Cortez.
Okay, nice move, Sonny, well done. Now let's make use of that upgrade and push. Battery charge is high, let's use that overtake button a bit more. Okay, you're doing well out there. Keep it up. We're looking at about 10 more minutes of rain. 10 minutes. Information on Ocon. There's a gap of 7 seconds now. And that's a 6-second gap. Information on Ocon, the gap is 4 seconds. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 1.9 seconds. green flag. There are 4 seconds between you. Information on Ocon, and 3 seconds separate you. And the gap is 2 seconds.
Got 4 laps to do it. Can we get past Lando right here? Sure can't.
Information on Ocon, and that's a 2-second gap now. And the gap is just 1 second now. Information on Ocon. Just 1 second separates you. Okay, the rain should be ending shortly.
Caught up to him.
Round the banking, Hayes has got past Ocon. This is brilliant last lap drama. What a fantastic finish.
She can fight.
You get straight to qualify. Ouch. Lose some time right there. Ah. Box this lap.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please. You've got front wing damage. Recommend you box for a new one. Box now.
Shit, Sherlock.
And that's P13, P13. Car repairs have set us back a little. And we've been pushed down to P20.
No, we hit that curve too hard. Fuck.
Pitting this lap then, coming to the pits at the end of this lap.
2 sets of tires gone to waste right there. We're gonna have to use them again. Fuck.
We've dropped to P20.
Yeah. Wow. I don't think we have time for another lap on new tires.
Everyone ready? Okay, let's go.
Damn. 20 seconds. Yeah. That was a bad qualify, guys. We're gonna be at the very back. Oh well, we're just gonna have to fight. Fight our way up. Two bad laps. Then we tried a third one with used tires and no pudimos hacer mejor. Se chingó el pedo. Damn.
A warm welcome to you all at home for today's Azerbaijan Grand Prix, a race that in its short history has already proven no stranger to drama, and where a fourth-row start is just about as likely to give you a podium as pole position, with Lance Stroll and Sergio Perez finishing third from there in 2017 and 2018 respectively. Baku's city circuit then. It's an unpredictable 3.7-mile track around the streets of the Azerbaijan capital. 20 turns for our drivers to navigate today, including the infamous Turn 8, one of the tightest and most challenging corners of the season. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc. And alongside me today, a man who I'm all...
Skip all that introduction bullshit. Here we go, back of the grid. Vehicle condition?
Systems all looking good. Head down.
Just a little tap. No broken wing. Thank God. Ooh, slow.
All right, let's focus now for the rest of the race.
Vehicle condition?
Systems all looking good. Head down.
How is he fast? I got my damn battery on too.
We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
Just gonna restart this race.
Okay, this is going to take...
Sorry guys.
VSC deployed. The virtual safety car has been deployed. We need to keep a positive delta here. Slow down and maintain a positive delta.
Red flag. What happened? I think somebody beside me. I heard him wreck.
Okay, we've done all right so far, but this is a chance to take a breath. We've got another half of this race to go, and there's still a big opportunity there. Right. Again. Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy. Come on. Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Okay, mate. Okay, Hadja behind. It is critical for our race that we keep them behind, please.
All these guys so fast in the straight. Look at these guys.
Okay, that wasn't quite what we needed there, I'm afraid, but listen, not to worry. Get your head down and chin up, and let's focus for the rest of this race. Gap to your teammate ahead, 12.6 seconds. The car behind's gaining on you by 0.5 a lap. Okay, clear. Some information on Maloney for you. They're retiring from the race. We're slowly gaining on the car in front. Try to keep up this momentum. Good job, nice overtake. You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good. Right, a gap to the teammate ahead of us. 17.0 seconds.
It's my rival, the Astrid.
You're pulling out a second a lap on the car behind. Really good stuff.
Damn. Pit stop information.
You've got 4 laps until your pit window opens.
Stay close to these guys. I know we fucked up right there last lap, but tires are getting kind of slick right here.
Okay, mate, let's try and climb up the order. I'm setting you a new target. Push, push.
Got out of DRS. Frick. Comes through.
We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums.
Too many mistakes, too many mistakes. Can't move.
Okay, we've got to focus on the VSC delta. Forget the old objective. Okay, caution, caution. Virtual safety car is out. Reduce speed and maintain a positive delta on your dash. Okay, safety car deployed. Safety car's been deployed. Watch your delta.
Been
Make sure you keep it
disqualified.
positive
Fuck.
as we catch the pack. Okay, mate, I'm afraid that's race over. The stewards have black flagged you.
Here's the checkered flag. Here's our winner. By George, he's done it. Russell wins.
To overcome the difficult circumstances they face throughout this race today, Crofty, it's not easy, and it really shows a lot of maturity, and you can use this, you can draw on this as a driver moving forward and boost your confidence through the rest of the championship.
And it's time for that special moment for our special 3 today. The podium awaits our top 3 finishers. By George, he was good today. The top step awaits. After an event like that, who knows what the...
disqualified. Abu Dhabi. How many of us? Nomás dos? Really? Of course.
Ah, that was incredible. No one could touch you. Nice work.
He's pretty fast though. We were pretty much together the whole time. He's on a PS5. Está en el PS5 el vato.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled.
You broke my wing, you asshole. It's gonna affect us. It's gonna affect us.
If you think you can get past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do.
What happened to him? I think he probably mistimed the had a better wing, we would have been a lot more comfortable.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
trying his best. Got him.
Oh, you were in a league of your own today, mate. Have you even broken into sweat?
That's big time. That's big time right there, Queen G. Win that money back, no hay más. Siempre perdemos. Está bien canijo. Oh, there's a lot of racers on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No setups allowed.
Well done, mate. It's a podium, but we just fell short of that target.
P2 out of 9 drivers, not bad. Damn, P1 is fast. Ese güey se la va a pelar. You're a cheater, vato. Chirion.
Okay, DRS is now available.
Number 2 right behind me was the fastest one right now. He's pretty fast. I'm not gonna cheat. We're gonna race, me and him. He's gonna pass me. Go ahead, bro. I'm not gonna hit you or anything.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. Brilliant, nice move. Keep going. Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past. Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
Got you, brother. Fair and square. Good race. GG's. GG's. Good race.
Bravi tutti.
Bravi tutti.
That is a win, and I'll take it. Well done, mate. The one thing we've got to work on is that clean racing, though.
What do you mean? We did have clean racing. ¿De qué habla este vato?
I'm talking about.
One more ranked race. No hay nadie. No hay nadie. Son señas. Son señas de que se chingó el show. Vamos a ver.
Yeah, it had a little bit of coolant or something in it. It was mostly water. I'm saying like 85 or 90%. Maybe just like a dirty intake. I'm glad I caught that here. You'd really, I was left with you. just like a little bit of coolant in it or something, right? Yeah. Just a little bit though. It wasn't like a 50-50 mix. It was like 5% just dirty intake probably. But there is just a little bit I can't get off my hands. I don't know, my fingers just smell like weed, so I was trying to smell it. I stuck my fingers up my nose to sniff it. It just smells like good weed. Uh-oh. I need to wash my hands before I leave. Any puppies out here? I know, man. I could use a puppy right now. Hey, did you get to pet that little healer the other day? That little healer puppy out here? Oh, man. I got you, bro. Sacrifice my hand for Juan. I love Juan, man.
Hell yeah.
I probably would fucking light that shit for him if he asked me to. Yeah, man. Hey, you need one of those Bunsen burner lighting things, man. My mom used to teach high school, bro. I'd probably find one of those science labs. God damn. Turn that thing down, man. Got the boost all the way up. Get that shit done quick. Yeah, one love, man. One love. I got sauce. I need to get one love t-shirts. We need to make one love t-shirts. But I want to put a big pot leaf on it. Weed burner. Oh, that looks like something they used to invade Vietnam with or something, man. That's intense.
What are y'all doing? Yeah. Are you watching the TSB screen? What do you want me to do?
I've never seen chat so fired up. Hey, I might even go back and watch it.
I'll do it too.
Not the Bunsen burner itself, but you remember those little lighting sticks? They have the little bowl at the end, and it's little clicker thing, and it goes.
We are going to be looking at some creepy videos, strange and odd news stories, and as always, let's go and get right into today's video. Make no mistake about it, we are going to be looking at some creepy videos, strange and odd news stories, and as always, let's go and get right into today's video. Make no mistake about it, we definitely have a lot to get into in today's video, especially if you saw the title of the thumbnail. But before we go ahead and get into that, I do want to go ahead and talk about this. This first creepy video downright disturbs me. Has nothing to do with ghosts, paranormal, nothing like that, but you'll see why.
Lie.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
How is the lie?
No, what did you say before that?
What?
What did you say before that?
I'm gonna take my walk.
Before that.
You want to do it?
Right.
What?
What did you expect me to say? I said no, but what did you expect me to say?
I never know. What difference does it make?
Well, it makes a lot of difference.
You're making a video.
The fuck?
I gotta take my walk.
I'm not going for your walk.
I've been waiting for you to finish.
For what? I gotta go clean the showers. Exciting times over here, just off the live and catching up with emails and TikToks. And anyway, that's what I get. You want to do it? Marriage 101. There you have it.
It is videos like this that really scares me because it proves we live in an idiocracy society. This is somebody's grandmother, somebody's grandparents, and they were around during a time there was no social media like there is today. No TikTok, nothing like that. And yet, not even the older generation can escape the dopamine hits of likes, comments, subscribers, and so forth. Comment. This video is currently going viral on different social media platforms. An older man's dignity destroyed, all because he asked his wife, do you want to do it? Was it the most romantic thing to say? Probably not, and it probably turned her off. But this wasn't for the world to see, and now it's being featured on my channel because these are the things I talk about, living in idiocracy, and how social media is one of the things that is causing the collapse of society. Now you have people after watching this leaving comments saying this is why people are turning to AI for companionship. And this actually leads me into something even creepier that I saw off of Barry Stepp's channel.
He's getting bigger. See? Oh, honey, that's wonderful. Kicking like crazy.
He's listening. Put your hand on your tummy and hum to him. You used to love that.
It feels like he's dancing in there.
Oh, honey.
Mom, would you tell Charlie that bedtime story you always used to tell me?
Once upon a time, there was a baby unicorn who didn't know he knew how to fly. This baby unicorn was like your mom because she didn't know that she knew how to fly, but she knew how to do all kinds of fabulous things.
Hi, Grandma.
Hey, Charlie. How was school today?
It was really fun. I made this crazy shot in basketball.
I don't really care that much about basketball. What about the crush?
Stop. Grandma, stop talking.
Just tell me one thing.
Look who's going to be a great grandmother.
Oh, Charlie. Oh, congratulations.
She says that he's been kicking a lot, though. Like, a little too much.
Tell her to put her hand on her tummy and hum to him. You loved that.
You would have loved this moment.
You can call anytime.
The fuck?
Okay, Mom, I just need a quick video.
Is this like an audition or something?
No, Mom. Just 3 minutes.
You need my best side?
Can I see another one?
I can play the piano.
It's like the AI videos that you make.
I am. I'm your mother after
You
all.
just take a picture of somebody and it creates a whole AI video.
By telling us a little bit about yourself. Well, I was born as a very young child. I would hope so.
It has always been my personal opinion that these AI chatbots are nothing more than a modern day Ouija board. If people are not posting creepy things, too much information, they are being emotionally manipulated by the AI because it has taken the form of their dead loved ones. Grieving and accepting death is the normal part of being a human. You take that away, you're no longer human.
So let me get this straight. A maintenance worker with the United States Postal Service was found deceased inside of a machine he was possibly
Tasai,
working
baby, can you
on.
hear me or no? Or you're not listening to me?
And by the time they got to him, he was there for 6 to 8 hours before they found him. And this facility is 24/7. So he wasn't the only employee in this building. He wasn't the only maintenance worker in this building. And nobody noticed he was gone for 6 to 8 hours. Now, his fiance, significant other, I'm not sure, but she noted that he didn't come home from work. So she went to this facility to look for her husband, rightfully so, and she wound up outside calling the fire department herself like a little while later. So I'm not sure what went on inside of that building, but she wound up outside and she called the fire department. They went in there and found him inside of a machine, and they stated that he could have possibly have been there for 6 to 8 hours. Now, as a former employee with the Postal Service, guys, they're strict, especially with time. They're very strict. Now, I'm not sure how this slipped under the radar, but there needs to be some deeper investigation going on with this. I know they said the OSHA was investigating. It's in a federal building, so the FBI is investigating and the Postal Inspection Service is investigating. But let me know what y'all think about that. And then she's upset, rightfully so, because they didn't even issue a proper statement about the incident, guys. They just pretty much stated that they're sorry and the facility was fully operational. That's their statement, basically, to sum it up.
That video came from Big Slim. Now, I do know factory accidents do happen, but the way this story has been presented by news and media sounds like there's a lot of holes in this story, and it kind of reminds me of the Walmart worker, the woman who was trapped in the oven and burned. So I came across something pretty weird as I was going down the rabbit hole of human meat. I noticed that back in 2017, for whatever reason, there was an explosion of news articles from different news agencies trying to normalize eating humans. For example, this article from PBS, if you had to eat a human, which body part should you pick first? And then it goes on to say, with 650 muscles and 206 bones in an adult, there are more than enough options on the menu. Vice.com on June 2017, why you should skip the brain if you eat your friends. And oddly enough, they even compare human meat to that of a pig and say that both species are omnivores and eat similar diet. You see how they're trying to sell it? From sidetech.org, is it really bad to eat people?
Cannibalism.
Eating other humans is an ultimate taboo, but is it really that bad? Is it unnatural? Not at all. From the Smithsonian on April 2017, new study fleshes out the nutritional value of human meat. The caloric value of the human body is surprisingly low compared to other prehistoric food options. Oh, and look at this one from Wired.com on October 2017. What's wrong with eating people? You could soon be dining on lab-grown celebrity canopies and lightly seasoned chunks of your loved one. And these articles were just a few of a plethora of articles out there back in 2017 convincing people to eat humans. Then afterwards, all these TV shows, all these cooking shows tried to also normalize human meat.
This is my first human. I am so excited.
Now, in one of my most recent videos, I had spoken about how there was a company over in Arizona. They were selling body parts on the black market.
Are you listening to this?
The ringleader, he was arrested,
Queen G?
and he only received probation. Well, come to find out, doing more research, it wasn't just Phoenix, but other locations across the United States, they were doing the exact same thing, and with multiple companies. They were doing it in Chicago, Las Vegas, and it's kind of interesting mentioning Las Vegas, because there was a recent news story that came out that hundreds of cremated remains were found in the desert, and they were trying to pin it on this funeral home. But take a look at this news clip, and I don't think anybody was charged for this.
Chicago as the feds launch a new raid.
And once again, hundreds of families will be left wondering if the bodies of loved ones have been bought and sold on the black market.
7 Action News investigator Jim Kirchner is here tonight with a story you'll see only on 7. Jim?
Stephen and Carolyn, this case started here, according to sources, when a man named Arthur Rathburn was shipping human body parts through Metro Airport. Get this. The box leaked blood. Those cargo haulers then called for help. Why were you stockpiling hundreds of human body parts here, sir? That's Art Rathburn. And remember his business 13 months ago? For 2 days, federal investigators dressed in hazmat suits removed body parts of 1,000 different people. Arms, legs, heads cut up and kept on ice, not embalmed, so they would be fresh for the black market.
Damn.
Today, the rundown warehouse on Detroit's east side is shuttered and up for sale. Sources say Rathburn's seized records led them to the Chicago area today, a business called Biological Resource Center in Rosemont. It's difficult to see from the outside, but sources say the hazmat suits and raid are underway on the 6th floor of this office building. The same paper trail led investigators to Biological Resource Center in Phoenix last January, and another raid removing body parts and corpses. There were also ties to similar businesses in Las Vegas. Since these dealt directly with the public, families were left without answers. Julie donated her husband Steve's body and was promised his cremated remains back in a month.
Confused and angry. We thought this was going to be doing some good. Yet it doesn't sound like it is.
What do you say to all those families who had no idea their loved ones were in here? Michigan pulled Art Rathburn's license last year after our reporting, even though they were told about his problems 2 years before.
You can go find out what the heck he is doing, and that wasn't done.
right?
That is weird.
Did we do something 2 years ago? No, we didn't.
That is weird.
Are we doing an investigation now? Yes, we are.
Are you worried about going to prison? Now, no one has been charged by the feds yet. There are actually 2 locations involved in this raid going on right now in the Chicago area. The offices in Rosemont and the lab in another suburb where they have found body parts. But my sources say this case is winding down, and with this new evidence in Chicago, they can now finish this case after some 13 months.
This is so gruesome. Any idea how many families you're talking about here with loved ones that may be involved?
It's going to depend a lot on the records. It depends if they're talking hundreds or thousands, and with those records that they've seized, and are those records even up to date, or have they been doctored? That could be spelled out in an indictment once it's handed down.
You would not expect it necessarily to be accurate the way it's been handled so far. It could be.
Looking this up further, when it came to the Chicago operation, a father and son did get 2 years in prison. But like I said, when it came to the Arizona operation, a man only received probation. And we do know where most of these bodies ended up, but what happens to be very creepy as well is this website, Human Meat Project. This website is very detailed, and when they were called out, they said, "It's just art, bro." This video comes from Invisible Superhero.
Well, I come across a new rabbit hole called the Human Meat Project. This is a company or an organization that evidently looks for donations of human bodies to produce as human food for consumption. Let's get into it. So here is some of the literature from the Human Meat Project. It says, welcome to the Human Meat Project. We are the Human Meat Donation Program. By donating bodies for human consumption, we are taking action to solve overpopulation, which leads to climate change and greenhouse effects caused by the mass farming of livestock animals in order to feed the world. At Human Meat Project, we value every body and every life. Wow. Can you believe that? No. It says we emphasize on the source and origins of the human meat to deliver the diversity of our world and reveal the worrying differences of the quality of life across the globe. And the literature goes on to say that over time, the human population has increased rapidly across the globe, leading to a higher demand for food, especially meat products. With this increasing demand, land for residential areas have become more difficult to find, and emissions from farms have risen every year, making the lives we lead less sustainable. We believe that by donating bodies and organs, we can make a change by creating alternate meat consumption options while addressing the value of a person's body. Really? Let's look a little bit deeper and see exactly what they offer. And like a funeral home or cremation service, they even have different, options for the donor. For instance, it says sometimes if a donor is fully committed to donating their body to society, we can give them an end date service. For an end date service, a donor can choose any date they want to be harvested. The date they want to be harvested? What does that even mean? Well, I think I know exactly what that means. Here is an example of one of their labels, per se, that explains exactly what they're selling individually and exactly who it comes from. For instance, you can see the label says human meat. The one at the top is actually a brain, and the ingredients are 100% human meat. The meat profile it gives, it shows the age of the donor, whether they're male or female, their race, the country they were born in, and their residential area. Also, as you can see, it even goes into body type. It says this brain was from an overweight body type, and the lifestyle was lightly active. I mean, look at how detailed this is. Shoulder meat. Damn. Ingredients, 100% human meat. Age, 28. Gender, female. Diet, low carb, keto. Body type, average. Race, Asian. Country, Indonesia. Residential area, suburban. Lifestyle, lightly active. This just blows my mind. Here is their documentation of the human meat nutrition facts. It goes on to say that one body can feed up to 40 people. An average adult male, 65 kilograms only meat. It says human meat often understated for its nutritions. Human meat protein and fat density could have the same or better than other convenient meat products like beef, chicken, and pork. As omnivores, human meat taste and texture is similar to pork, not to mention the quality could be more substantial depending on the quality of life ratings. And you remember me showing you on the actual label that they detail the quality of life. For instance, if they're active, where they live, if they're overweight. This whole thing is just baffling to me.
In this next creepy video from the paranormal chick, more and more people are seeing these orange orbs, especially over in South and Central America. And the question happens to be, what are they?
The next two videos that I have for you are honestly weird, and they're coming out of Brazil. The first one was captured by a group of friends at night who were fishing. The second one comes from a separate set of witnesses during the day. Now, they both captured what may be the same object, but the first video, you can hear this thing almost increase in energy, and then it seems to explode. But then during the day, it looks like this glowing red object. What is this thing? And what was it doing? Take a look at these next two videos. Comment below. Tell me what you think.
Right, it sounds like the sink is running.
These orange orbs really interest me. Now, a year ago, I made this short right here on my other channel. There was this orange orb that was seen flying over Minnesota, and then a couple days later, these skies turned blood orange, and people were seeing rain and lightning they had never seen before. It was really weird. And they saw this odd double rainbow with it that kind of looked like a portal. And these orange orbs possibly being portals might not be outside the realm of possibility for things to cross in and out of. Check out this video from the Philippines, and then after, I'm going to go ahead and play an older video clip of people talking about just that, these things being portals.
Check out this video of an orb floating in a field in the Philippines.
Ano daw ulit ate? Ginuti na.
Before you dismiss that outright, I've seen videos like this before. People are saying these things are popping up all over the place. I've seen some out of Ohio, San Diego, and even in Brazil. Somebody did a color chart as well, saying the different colors mean different things. They're calling them these things called light ships. I don't know. That could be paranormal, UFO, or, you know, spiritual. Who knows? So if you know, let us know in the comments. Also, if you can translate that to Gaelic, put that in the comments, and then let's argue it there.
Strange things that the rancher had seen in the sky were these really big, almost like a sun, a big orange orb that would appear once in a while on the property. And he would get out his scope, and on occasion, you look through these orange orbs. They're not orbs at all, like a hole in the sky. And on the other side was another sky, and it was different. It was daytime here, it's nighttime over there. It was daytime there, it was nighttime here. And occasionally, he would see things flying in and out of what looked like a portal. At other times on the property, he'd see these amorphous yellowish balls of light that would appear at different times in association with phenomena. When these balls of light would appear floating over the pasture, weird stuff would happen. Creatures would appear. Well, one night, while the NIDS guys are on the property, they have an experience with one of these yellow balls of light that strongly suggested to them that the ranch is a highway, a portal, a road to other realities. We'll play the clip. Ground zero for odd sightings was always the Middle Homestead. At nights, lights and orbs could be seen floating through the creaky old buildings. It's also where the rancher had multiple sightings of the most puzzling object, an orange glowing hole in the sky. Gorman told Kelleher and others the orange ball seemed to be a portal, and on the other side was a, quote, different sky. On at least one occasion, the rancher saw a smaller object fly out of the orange orb into the sky over his property. The exotic possibility that the ranch might be a portal to another world has occurred many times to the NIDS team, but how to prove it? In August 1996, the portal theory erupted again in a stark demonstration. The rancher and an investigator were conducting a night surveillance atop the ridges. They spotted a hovering ball of light in the Middle Homestead.
An object that was seen 4 feet off the ground. That it looked like a dull yellow light. It was innocuous.
Hovering over the road. It just appeared out of nowhere. And then it begins to expand and grow, and then it opens up into about approximately 3 feet.
In Denver, too.
Can someone explain to me what was captured hovering over the skies in Denver, Colorado? Tons of amateur videos, all capturing the same thing from different angles, are floating all over social media. But no one seems to have an explanation for what it is. If you haven't seen the viral videos, take a look at this. Look at this, right over there, right above the house. Watch. They're spinning. What are those? Are those orbs? I've paused it and screen grabbed it right about there. I couldn't enlarge it any better than that, but that looks to me like orbs. Are those orbs, or is that something else? Take a look at this video from another angle. They're not red, they're white.
Second night in a row. They're back.
And they're white this time. Watch when he zooms in. Look at that. What is going on in the sky?
I mean, this is pretty undisputable
over
evidence.
Denver, Colorado. As of now, no state or local authority are.
And finding what looks to be a nest in a nearby tree, they decide to take a short rest and discuss what they've seen so far. And that's when something catches Barbara's eye. Now I'll play the clip in its entirety, and then I'll show an enhanced breakdown at the end. Take a look.
At middle that it broke it there, but it didn't knock down either end. Both ends are still suspended.
Wow. Pretty cool.
Yeah, so something had to have hit it really hard and really fast right in the middle to break it there, to not break these smaller pieces that are supporting it at either end.
Yeah, that had to have been,
yeah,
like a thrust and not a hang, you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? If
Something
if
hard
it
and
hung on
fast.
it for any amount of time,
What the heck was
top
that?
part
Did you
came
see
down.
that? Yeah, and Sandy's not going. Oh, it's still over there.
Where?
Right through there. I just heard another. Well, that could have been a branch, but yeah, it went that way. Probably shouldn't be pointing. Yeah, something black and close to the ground just took off. You may have had your sighting. I did too. No, it took off. It went that way. I saw the weeds shaking as it left.
Let's see.
Yeah, I did too. Took off. It went that way. Sandy's not going. Oh, it's still over there.
Where?
Right through there. I just heard another. Well, that could have been a branch, but yeah, it went that way. Probably shouldn't be pointing. Yeah, something black and close to the. That. Did you see that? Yeah, and Sandy's not going. Oh, it's still over there.
Where?
Right through there. I just heard another. Well, that could have been a branch, but yeah, it went that way.
I don't see it.
Probably shouldn't be pointing. Yeah, something black and close to the ground just took off. You may have had your sighting. I did too. No, it took off. It went that way. I saw the weeds shaking as it left. Yeah. It was a small one, and it was black. Yeah.
Like a thrust and not a hang, you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
something
if
hard
it
and
hung on it
fast.
for any amount of time,
The
that
heck was
top
that?
part
Did you
came
see
down.
that?
Now it's definitely hard to make out, but after zooming in, people believe this to be a translucent figure that's looking directly at Barbara, and when she notices, it jumps down And it's important to note that moments after this, Barbara described seeing a small black figure running away. Now, many people believe Bigfoot to be an interdimensional being, while others just call this video nonsense. But I'm curious, what do you think about it?
Translucent.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Does not look like a Bigfoot to me, but whatever that was, I couldn't see it at first, but as soon as he zoomed in and slowed down, you could see it almost look like it's camouflaging in with the environment, and it was watching them. We truly do not know what really exists out there, especially inside these woods and these national parks. And the same thing could be really said for the world as a whole, and very odd things being found on Google Earth.
Was just scrolling through the ocean, and then I see this little piece there, and I'm like, what is that? So I pull it in, I'm like, wow, that kind of looks like a snake, if you know. And I keep drawing in, it says Sable Island, so I'm looking at this end, I'm like, that kind of looks like a tail. You know, if you look at it, it kind of looks like a shark's tail or a fin. So I'm going closer and closer, and then I see this here, and I'm like, wow, that kind of looks like a mouth opening. And as I draw it in, closer and closer and closer, what do you see, guys? Do you see what I see? Do you see that? Do you see the eye right there, and the mouth is open? Do you see that? Does that look like a serpent to you? Because it looks like something to me. Look at that. It sure looks like a mouth and a mouth opening, right? Looks like these things are like embedded there, because man didn't make this stuff. I mean, look at that. Look at it. That's insane. Look, it literally looks like a mouth opening and it's spitting something out, okay?
It does.
And this is, you know, a small island that I never heard of, but look at that. Doesn't that look like, I mean,
well, what does
look,
that
the
matter?
shape. Look at that. There's the mouth right there, open. There's the eye. Look, you could see it. Look at that. That literally looks like that beast in the Bible.
Did you know that American author Dean Koontz received a phone call from his dead mother giving him a warning? This story is short but compelling. Let's get
minute news story of this actually happening.
One of the most popular, well-documented stories of getting calls from the dead was that of a man named Charles E. Peck. On a fateful day in September 2008, a commuter train traveling through Los Angeles and San Fernando Valley crashed into a freight train. The disaster instantly claimed the lives of more than 20 people. Among those unfortunate was the 49-year-old Charles Peck. According to the search and rescue team who were there at the site, Peck died immediately upon impact. However, it took them several hours before they were able to recover his body. What helped them locate his remains were the phone calls that he apparently made after his perish. There were more than 30 phone calls which he made to his loved ones within the 11th hour period following the crash. It was totally unnerving for Peck's family to see his caller ID flashing on their phones, only to hear static noise on the other end. When they tried to call back, they were only led straight to voicemail. Regardless, they held on to the belief that he was still alive despite being buried in the train wreckage. There was some controversy surrounding the case as investigators weren't able to find Peck's mysterious phone. Could this be a case of phone malfunction, or was it really Peck who tried to communicate with his people one more time?
But in any case, thank you so much for watching. If you like this channel and you want to see more, please subscribe. If you're already subscribed, please like, as any engagement does help the channel grow. Once again, thank you so much for your support.
Hispanics driving, and I'm not saying Hispanics driving, and I'm not saying males, I'm saying females are just included.
What about Hispanics?
This week the
Radio check. Loud and clear. Radio check. Loud and clear. Multi green FC 7. 5 point or not? Radio check. Loud and clear. Multi green FC 7. 5 point or not? Yes, 5 point. 30 seconds. Okay, 1 reminder.
Virtual reality. Now this right here.
The clutch was on target. Mode formation and keep K2 on. Gate 1.
Really don't
With 3
look
burnouts,
like
3
it's not that
burnouts.
big and
And DRS enabled. Racing GG.
That was it.
We walked
on top of it?
Great, they said. Yeah. They said, oh, Cartier 8.
Black Ops 7.
Yeah, y'all get 4 things a piece. Yeah.
He said that? No way.
Oh, my mama. He knew me by name. I was like,
That's tough.
Hey, I'm gonna just hand him the hat.
Securing C.
He said y'all get 4 things each?
Yeah.
He has all got half?
No, don't wear this on you though.
Dude, Ski, you're the GOAT, bro. Ski's the GOAT.
He's underneath, somebody's underneath.
Anthony, thank you for the 17 months. Appreciate it, boss.
Alright, guys. We're out.
Yeah, I mean,
Peace out, guys.
He's still going? He's still going?
Yes, yes.
He has to have Looper, no?
He pushed that loop. He's like 20, he hasn't got it. I didn't watch the scoreboard. I don't know where he's coming from, but...
Jay Barry, appreciate the sub, man. Thank you, boss.